What is up, guys? Welcome back to Dudes Ascend, where we talk about how to elevate ourselves as men. Today we are on day 3 of our 21-day challenge. And today we're going to be discussing why. Why do we do the things we do? First, before we get into anything else, I want you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button real quick to make sure that you're supporting this channel and helping it grow. I want to help as many people as possible with this journey, and every subscription really does help. So take time real quick to click that button and let's jump into it. Quick question: why? Ask why. Like, why worry about the whys of it? It's really important to start here. I wanted to the why day to be one of the first days that we do, because when we identify the function of a behavior, you can then create a really good and effective substitute behavior for that. Like I talked about in my first video, how to know if you have a porn addiction. Nobody sabotages themselves on purpose. Nobody has these self-limiting behaviors because they're just like, I want to limit my own success. I want to limit my own happiness. Let's say if it's reducing stress is the reason why you watch porn. Then we can know, does that really reduce my stress? No, it makes me much more anxious actually after the fact. I might get away from it and escape into this mindless fantasy world for a short period of time. But then when I come back from that, then I'm just actually more stressed out. I'm more lacking in confidence. I'm more self-deprecating and depressed feeling. So it's not actually helping. So finding another way of reducing stress, like exercise, meditation, getting out in nature, going for walks, right? Those would be a really effective substitution, right? So that's why we ask why, right? Because then when we know exactly why we do it, you can see what things lead into it. Like I mentioned with the 3 circles yesterday, what are leading me to that behavior, and what are some effective substitute behaviors that are going to be more healthy for our mind, body, and spirit. And when we're feeling good and healthy in mind, body, and spirit, we're so much less likely to reach for these self-soothing, self-medicating behaviors, because you just don't need them. You feel good already. Excellent book for helping to identify some of these whys. Book called Claim Your Power by Mastin, Kipp. I can't suggest this book enough. It blew my mind. My wife and I did it together. We're both so profound, and I've been suggesting it to all my friends and family, and everybody who's done the process in the book and read it is just it's incredibly powerful for everybody that I've heard from. This guy was on Oprah's top 100 soul series. So it's just an incredible book, and it's all about figuring out what are the underlying causes of any of those self-limiting patterns and belief systems that we carry around with us, and that kind of drag us down. And it's really the most powerful self-help book I think I've ever read. It's called Claim Your Power by Mastin, Kipp. And I also want to suggest too, if you're really feeling on day 3, this is harder than I thought, seeking some professional help, whether it's therapy or counseling. There are plenty of therapists that specialize in sexual addiction, even online pornography and stuff. And that was something that was incredibly helpful for me as well. I started doing that back in November, and it was hard at first, really digging into some of those things that have been buried for a long time. But once I sort of got through a certain part of it, I could tell you I just felt incredibly incredible sense of freedom, and just kind of getting some of this weight off my back, so that's a great thing to consider as well. And just quick check-in for me, day 3, woke up pretty stressed out today. I think there's just a lot of collective stress right now with the quarantine and pandemic whole fiasco worldwide, it's causing a lot of unknowns and a lot of stress and anxiety for everybody. So I was definitely feeling that when I woke up today. I started my morning with a 20-minute meditation just to try to like quiet the like problem solving voice that was just going crazy. And it was really helpful. I felt much better after my meditation, and I'm hoping to get outside and get some of the sun. It's a really nice day today. So yeah, self-care is like really important now more than ever. While everybody's kind of figuring things out again, life's sort of been turned upside down for everybody, and it's really important to just do whatever we can to take care of ourselves during this time. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. I felt a tremendous amount of fear and anxiety about even starting this channel because of how vulnerable it is to sort of talk about this kind of like thing. And I was really fearful about like judgment from family and people that know me. But I think that this is a huge issue worldwide right now, and especially during a time of isolation. Like, I think there's probably more people struggling with pornography addiction than ever. I'm really hopeful that these videos and this process can help as many people as possible. If I can transform my struggles and this like incredibly hard thing for me into healing and help for somebody else, that's really my goal of this. And so subscribing and helping the channel grow will help me help as many people as possible, and it really does help to have those subscribers. So yeah, please do. I hope you guys will continue to follow along, and I will see you next time on Dudes of Sin. Later.